Shovel Knight by Mumu Akai for Chivalry.
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
О, нет, подождите. Я только что нашел, короче, где это находится. Это Питтсбург, Пенсильвания. Нас переместилось, получается, с юга на север Соединенных Штатов Америки.
Absolutely. It looks like Plague of Shadows did indeed win.
Yes!
А Plague of Shadows все-таки выиграл. Значит, мы будем смотреть с вами первый DLC-кампанию.
Please remind me if I forget anything. And I'm going to start by setting up the file. This is a cheat code that enables a special color armor for the character. We allow these for runners because this is purely cosmetic, and it'll add a little bit more personality to the run. And you can still get Steve.
Так, мы сначала читерим быстренько на косметику, потому что мы можем. Это разрешено в ранах.
This is completely harmless. So time will start when I choose this profile. Let me introduce my my co-commentators here. This is David TKI.
Hello, I run all nights any %.
And this is Troy of Athens.
I run any % for this game.
And I have run 50 categories for this game?
Every single category for this game, even the ones you've never heard of. Especially the ones you've never heard of.
And some not known to many.
Что же, на кауче нас представили Дэвиду TKI и Трой Фейт. Оба тоже спидранера. Один спидранил 90%, другой спидранил 90%. Но Му известен тем, что он... нет, все нормально. Му известен тем, что он спидранил даже Extended категории. Интересно. Он играет на DualSense, то есть это PlayStation 5 пад, но для того, чтобы он работал, он использует Joy-2-Key. И он уже использует свой собственный, точнее, особенный для Poignite Double Jump. Однако, чтобы его использовать, он использует дополнительные кнопки на DualSense, чтобы оптимальнее использовать эти распрыжки с помощью зелий, которые Poignite может разбрасываться. Это 100%, это будет 100% ран, то есть он вдобавок будет еще собирать все песни, все... Я так понял, здесь нету сколько... Не, скорее всего, он и броню будет собирать, и будет, скорее всего, собирать и предметы, и зелья.
If you've been wondering, I remember Plague Knight being green. This is my favorite color, so this is the one that the cheat code activated.
You know, every day some ignorant Plague Knight gets in a washing machine just like this one. If you think that's fun, you're really washed up.
Вау. Я не хочу переводить этот анекдот с игрой слов.
You'll notice that Plague Knight gets knocked back very far when he gets hit. Plague Knight is hard to control, as I mentioned, and Plague Knight actually has more knockback than any of the other characters. We're going to be using that to our advantage, and health is absolutely a resource throughout this run.
Это скорее не макросы, это просто более оптимальные бинды. Если это был бы макрос, он бы использовал несколько команд на одну кнопку. Вместо этого он просто использует комбинацию кнопок.
So Black Knight actually very similar to the Shovel Knight version of this fight. There's no splits.
Кстати, он еще не показал, что может модифицирован какой-то контроллер. У него может быть еще сзади педальки, может еще приделаны. Было быстро.
Unlike getting to just swing your shovel and be like, oh, I pressed it rhythmically. You can't do that with the bombs because the bombs deal damage delayed. So like, I have to really focus on that. All right, so now that we've cleared the first stage, I have 30 coins. That's great. There's basically 30 in most of the stages. However, I'm going to the hub sort of stage for Plague Knight. We are not heroes. We are villains. We're not welcome in the town. And if you really thought that Plague Knight was the nicest of dudes, I mean, he is a double beam, of course, but I'm going to be destroying my henchman's house just to get home. He's fine.
Wait, he's a henchman? I thought that was just...
A hedgeman? Yes.
Right.
Что ж, этой части я не знал, потому что я не играл в DLC, и я теперь буду кусать локти после этого прохождения, потому что мы играем за злодея. То есть Plague Knight известен тем, что это один из боссов обычной кампании. Но вот в чем прикол. Мы все равно будем возвращаться в город, но мы будем идти назад по причине того, что как бы наше подземелье находится в подвале дома нашего приспешника. Поэтому мы его уничтожаем и, собственно, заходим в наше убежище, где нас ожидает наша помощница Мона. Если я правильно помню, там же будут открываться и различные другие оружия, также, ну, опять-таки, как и зелья.
They're designed entirely around his abilities, aka they are extremely cursed. These are some of the hardest rooms throughout the run. And
и все равно саундтрек, конечно, лопаты рыцаря.
I'm specifically going here, not just because there's coins here, but I'm picking up Shovel Knight's weapons. They're worthless relics to me. I don't need them.
We sell them.
We sell them. That's correct. So normally, Chester would have.
Уже интересно. Все реликвии, которые собирал у нас лопаты рыцаря в обычной игре, они нам не нужны. Они нам абсолютно по барабану. Мы их просто будем продавать. Мы ими не пользуемся. Хорошо. Хорошо, Марк. Я жду, а как он туда залезет? О, мы получили наше первое оружие, Big Boom.
It's funny how Plague contorts himself to fit into that.
Shovel guy is what we call that.
He's meant to go in there.
So now I have Big Boom, I can actually use my
да, и вот как раз таки только что говорили, люди используют различные бинды для этой игры. Вот сейчас мы как раз таки в катсцене, которую показали, человек использует, короче, джойстуки для биндов на своем DualSense. Здесь управление за... Это как его... Я скажу, чумного рыцаря тогда уже, если говорить по-русски. Оно немного действительно специфичное. С этими распрыжками еще, которые вот наискосок, когда он кидает своими зельями. Все верно?
Yeah, interesting mechanic here with the books. We largely don't need to use the platforms that it generates. This is why Plague Knight's so good. Look at him, he zooms.
Yeah, he's got a double.
Нам сказали, да, Plague Knight действительно даже движется быстрее, чем лопаты рыцари. Мы деремся против короля рыцаря и деремся довольно быстро. Прям на тоненького даже, можно сказать. Там у нас хпшки было не очень много. Я не понял, мы его душу, что ли, собрали сейчас только что?
If I'm positioned ever so slightly differently, I need to kind of know everything that
Что, с отсылка к темным душам? Это что? Человечность восстановлена? Я извиняюсь, я остановлюсь.
So here's our first Duck Knight, Quack. These world map encounters will eat up a little bit of time if we leave them there, and they're full of money, so we're going to be trying to not die, but get out as quickly as possible, and then it'll save time because they won't be shuffling on the map every time. I have 61 coins right now. If I'm ending in 1 right now, I know that I have the correct amount of coins at the moment. As far as money goes, so long as I have roughly X amount, frogs are terrible, at certain points of the run, then I'll know that I have what I need. So Lich Yard, a far more horrifying stage, I would say. Side rooms are always going to like give me anxiety as I get in them.
Yeah, the primary mechanic.
Я только сейчас, между прочим, учитывая, сколько я играл оригинал много давным-давно, я только сейчас начал замечать в саундтреке сходство с Castlevania.
We don't need to see where we're going. We just go.
Yeah, okay.
Excuse me, I'm trying to.
I could die.
Yeah, it took a lot of damage.
Фейзлокет, он нам нужен?
He raised his sword up. I don't like it. I'm going to heal as soon as I possibly can. Please go away, sir.
Please
I don't
do
want
that.
any. Thank you. And there's food in this room. That, this, bye.
Oh, I can relax now.
Yeah.
Look, you're making me tense. I'm not the one.
I like to describe some of my speedruns.
Я не помню этого скелета.
Off-road vehicle. Don't worry, I'm a trained professional. I may scream, but don't worry, I got this.
That's all part of the fun.
Movement with Plague Knight, super tight all the time, so I'm always going to be like glancing because like I might make it. Okay.
We swear we know what this
Да, это четвертое еще помню в этом уровне.
I'm always going to be trying to make sure I touch the ground at some point because that's the only way for me to get my double jump back. And I'm going to be heavily relying on the momentum that I get from throwing bombs.
Yeah, there's just so much momentum with Plague Knight. Like, we haven't even mentioned that the bursting mechanic, we're kind of not using it the way it's intended. You're usually supposed to throw out a flask before each burst, but after each burst, there's a slight bit of time where you can just start charging another one.
Sir.
So you see a lot of burst, jump, burst.
I'll fight.
spikes are one
Ух,
kills still.
на тоненького сейчас.
And always scary.
Praying
So
that
are
these
frogs.
frogs
Frogs are scary.
Of course not. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Can I please have this? Thank you. No,
Yeah.
no.
I think it's possible to lower the left platform with the frog.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
If they cooperate, which they never do.
So don't rely on the frog. They will not cooperate.
All right, so the sub-weapon for this stage I'm actually not going to get, but I do need to go into this room to get that green coin. It'll also make it easier. I'm going to grab this. Why not? I'm going to get the sub-weapon later on. I know I need to. I know I didn't forget it. It gives you healing when you deal damage, which is not necessary. I know I'm taking a lot of damage. Shh.
Despite what it might seem, Plague Knight generally does not worry for health most of the time.
Yeah, it's very much.
О, мы все-таки вправду можем в этой игре перепрыгивать через экраны сверху.
Upgrades later.
Okay, fine for safety. Let's do.
Yeah, this last darkness room is actually
Okay.
a little bit easier than it seems. Usually the same pattern of bursting and jumping will get you
Good.
through it every time.
We made it.
When we get to Spectre Knight, we're going to burst right through the transition to get ourselves onto the upper platform.
О, мы нашли наконец до
This is the fight
спектра.
you would normally do with Shovel Knight. Kind of similar way. I'm going to be trying to bully Spectrum to this corner. Pray this will hit. It's just free damage. Doesn't. That's fine. 1, 2,
Aw.
3. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so the thing to
luck.
understand with Plague's default loadout is he can customize his bombs. You can have different explosions, different arcs, different fuses, but his default loadout is
Nice.
very powerful, but only goes downward.
Ooh.
Nice.
I forgot about that.
О,
How many
даже
achievements
фит вы получили.
am I going to get? Achievements are not a part of 100%. 100% is defined as getting 100% of the percentage points in this game.
There is a category for achievements.
Ага.
Yes.
Опять-таки, ачивки в этом ране для нас ничего не делают. Мы только собираем, получается, нужные коллективы для рейтинга в конце
Like
100%.
6.5 hours. I don't want to do it again, especially now that King is out, because it would take like 10 hours. All right, so we are still not doing any upgrades yet, but after we beat the first 3 stages, that's quote-unquote World 1, that means we get a free max health upgrade from Mona. Love Mona. This is great because the stages only get harder and I'll be taking more and more damage. Oh god, Explodatorium.
Yeah,
I'm always like, I know where
Ah,
I need to go, but I
Explodi-
always forget like, oh yeah, this stage.
For science, за науку.
It's home technically. It's terrible. He doesn't want to turn off the traps because we have a.
Так, интересно, мы вроде бы в логове вообще по Игнайту из оригинальной кампании, а почему мы повторно это проходим?
In tandem with Shovel
И-
Knight's story. So he's somewhere around here, which means I'll have to be dealing with him. And there's a very specific strategy for dealing with him. I need this, thank you. Without dying, thank you.
По-моему, я забыл совсем, как композитора зовут, но композитор оригинальных Мегаменов, которые были на NES, делал как раз-таки музыку именно для этого уровня.
What Plague Knight calls another worthless relic, which is really hilarious, because he made it, and he considers it worthless. It's the alchemy coin, which is, if you know Shovel Knight speedrunning, it's actually Shovel Knight's most time-saving weapon, hilariously. This is a terrible side route, and it only gets worse. Here, have 5 shovel guys. Ow. Ow. Come on.
These don't copy our movement because we're not Shovel Knight.
No, instead, I just have to somehow not get hit, please. No bully. Give me this. And I'm out. Okay. I have it. And the reason why, again, we're getting these is because if you don't get these, other than, like, not getting 100%, you will have to pay a stupid sum of money for Chester to get the relics. As an example, the Staff of Striking that I'll be getting later on is 9,000 gold! I'm fine. Okay.
Wait a minute. So Chester is not an
Стоп.
intruder?
Please.
Ну, тут задали хороший вопрос.
My last
И мы, по сути, продаем те реликвии, которые мы могли бы использовать за Shovel Knight, но мы не можем использовать за Plague Knight. И при этом мы их продаем. Но те реликвии, которые мы реально можем использовать, и которые стоят денег, они стоят бешеных сумм.
Staff of Surging is basically a Shoryuken. Ow. Please. My health is kind of low. I'll be fine. If anything, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and use the
Please
tonic.
use that.
So, one of the things that Plague Knight gets is these tonics, which give you 1 health refill and can also temporarily increase your maximum life. That will persist until you take a death. So these tonics, you can get up to 5 of them in a run. It's possible to get more, actually, isn't it?
Yes, we'll be getting an upgrade for that later. Please give me food, a hungry boy.
Yes. I was worried during that mid-boss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No!
О, сейф! Нет!
That's it.
Б. Да, что ж, первая смерть.
So I'll have to fight the mini boss.
This is the good thing about 100%. There's a lot of things in your arsenal that can save you from dying.
Oh
but
God, I have to get the money back.
Sometimes they don't work out.
So, if I die, which I just did, I have to get the money back. I drop a quarter of my gold every time I die. Please die. Thank you.
Grab that checkpoint, please.
I'm getting it.
Okay. I'm scared, you know?
Хекпоинт.
Good.
There it is.
There we go. See, that's what you're supposed to do.
А,
I need to
просто это как Шурьюкен.
take damage now. I'm too healthy. So,
Тот поушен, который мы подобрали желтого цвета чуть ранее, это как раз таки еще один поушен для как передвижения, это действительно как Шурьюкен из Стритфайтера.
Okay, so
This one's better.
at the end of this stage, we're fighting
Интересно, он инвул тоже дает?
And, well, the boss has too many weapons at their disposal, and so we need to make sure one of them can't be used.
God bless Yacht Club Games for making. Please don't take my blood. Thank
Yeah,
you.
specifically the horn.
They made ooh,
Да, сейчас было страшно.
they made Shovel Knight here behave like an actual player, which is hilarious but terrible for the speed run. So we have devised a way to control
Oh.
the minutes. We're going to put him in the crying corner. Otherwise, it'll be my crying corner. Mash.
Лопата
We'll
рыцарь.
be mashing through this fight and trying to get through the fight, and we just skipped the icon.
О, да, мы его просто забиваем в угол.
Past the point at which he uses the Ike, while he uses the Warhorn, doesn't use it.
There it is.
Easy fight.
О, он еще лут после себя оставляет. О,
Which is why we took all that damage.
He is so adamant on using the phase locket that even if you, in the Lich Yard, have the phase locket and don't give it to Chester, why?
Yeah, we've
Also,
only traded 2
Warhorn-
items, so.
Warhorn
не все так просто.
And we're not even. Okay.
Что для меня это
Notice
сюрприз.
that Shovel Knight has a different color. If you use a color code, so does Shovel Knight. And now
Интересный факт. Мы видели то, что у нас Shovel Knight был немного чуть более белого оттенка.
yeah, 100 green coins, and that unlocks the cluster powder. which is-
Потому что тот код, который мы использовали во время выбора нашего имени,
it's actually really, really
также
good.
срабатывает на Shovel Knight.
Bully a kid for some lunch money. Do you guys know any?
Же, однако это был интересный босс-файт.
Hey, Hey, come back here, you.
Yeah, let's get his lunch money.
So this is Reese, one of the wandering travelers, and I'm going to be concentrating a bit to the music.
Так же, как в оригинальной кампании, мы будем встречать рандомные энкаунтеры, мы уже один прошли, но для стопроцентного прохождения нам также надо и побеждать странников. И странники — это также боссы, которых мы находим просто на карте мира.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so now I can equip Cluster Powder, and the reason why I couldn't do that before is because Cluster Powder changes how many bombs you can throw and the way it explodes. Now, I can only throw one bomb. I can still whiff bomb throw, which is great for, like, me not dying, because I can use it to, like, keep my height.
Lost City is going to be one of the scariest stages in the run.
Oh, fine.
I mean, in general,
Как зовут
it's
композитора?
okay
Пол Кафман или
because
Джей
although there's lava,
Кафман?
you can just burst
Ну-ка.
over most of it. But you know, there's always the scary side rooms. There's always the slimes that are trying to show you who's in charge.
I'm a little behind on this room.
Veto skip coming in.
Hopefully. Okay, good.
Oh,
Who's in charge?
Me. For safety, I will grab this checkpoint first. I promise there's
Better.
a reason for it. I normally don't, but horrible things can happen in this side room.
And they happened a lot in practice.
Yes, they did. They don't have to happen here.
Да, Джейк, точно.
Okay, good.
You know, it's funny because in Tower 2 there's a Mario Maker room, but this looks a lot like that room.
Yeah, kind of. And we're still not out of the woods because this is the room that usually kills me. Okay. Totally controllable character, I swear.
Жалко, этот, как он не делал,
Chaos.
как сказать, не ремастер, даже, может быть, ремикс саундтрека на
Fine control.
Yeah,
такое, знаете,
you really need to make sure that that's exactly what you need.
хай-фай версию тогда уж саундтрека, а не чиптюн. Однако, я более чем уверен, то, что ремиксы можно будет найти на оси 3D.
During the interview. Okay. That's the invincibility plus not hitting him, which was a lot more terrifying. Good. That was weird. And then I'm going to be approaching a very uncomfortable room. I know that's shocking with Plague Knight so far.
О, нет, все нормально, все
The
нормально.
intended way is to go around.
А,
the top
что-то я забыл, он же на Plague Knight играет, у него распрыжки быстрее, чем передвижение
Every single time.
на
I
земле.
literally never feel comfortable doing it. All right, so we got the smoke bomb. This is actually pretty good, but it's very expensive. So I'm
Дымовая
actually using
бомбочка.
it. Can I please?
basically our phase lock it.
But I will only use it seldom, not just because it's.
You getting me making noises here?
Ему, да, ему, я так понял, нужно для этого, какого планжонса, что ли, или как он там называется. Для предмета за 9000.
I'm only going to be using it in very few situations. Where am I? Okay. Slightly concerning when I don't know where I am. And I think now's a good time before we get to Mole Night for some donations.
Absolutely. And I have $5 from Citizen T, who says, here's my contribution for hitting 800K during this awesome run. We are less than $400 away from $800,000 for charity.
Блин, как же он быстро проходит.
Definitely hit it by the end of this. We also have $250 from one David TKI, who says, I'm bursting to see you play Plague.
Heck yeah.
I got your back. I
Thank
made
you
sure
so
that
much.
went
И
towards
тут он
Plague.
тоже разбивает? Жадно, но ладно. Вроде бы он свои 9000 получил. Может, там он что-то еще будет брать.
Time for another quick one.
Oh, absolutely. Just look at it. Go for it.
We have $10 from Cartacha, who says, Shovel Knight Relay race on GDQ1. Shout out to Mumu, Troy, David, and the entire Spade Brigade.
Cartacha is a
Mole Knight.
Shovel Knight speedrunning community. Very happy to have so many awesome people in that community doing so many categories. And once again, shout outs to Norcast and Magic Madman. Get wrecked, Mole Knight.
Тоже будет чертовски быстро.
The
for,
moles won't
for
go
keeping
hungry.
the King Knight dream alive. Now you can say it.
There we go. Yeah. The moles won't go hungry. I jumped the gun a bit.
Dun, You're not actually going to eat him.
Ну
So
что ж.
now that we've finished Lost City, I'm going back to the potionarium to do a little bit more shopping.
Отметили то, что якобы...
So I'm going to be purchasing bait bomb and magic.
Как эти зверьки-то называются, блин? Кроты-то проголодались.
And magic upgrades, which will just allow me to use way more sub-weapons throughout the rest of the run. I have to talk to Percy, but first I'm going to feed Oolong. That's the thing I like to do.
Yeah, so the bait bomb is going to be basically Plague's replacement for a Shovel Knight's fishing rod. You need it to get certain items out of certain pits and stages, which is why we did Lost City before Iron Whale.
Also a couple cipher coins, right?
Yeah.
I think a couple of music sheets as well.
Oh, God! I set loose the thing. Okay, that's fine.
More dark rooms here.
Fine. Cool. Made it. And I remembered to switch to the correct weapon. All right, so now that I have a couple of sub-weapons, you'll see me just kind of... Actually, you won't see me. I wish I had a controller cam, but don't worry about it. I'm using those joy-to-key hotbinds, like I mentioned earlier, because I'm going to be swapping between sub-weapons.
Время исследований. Ну-ка посмотрим.
And I'm going to be picking up the third most important one in this stage later on.
Darren, you have this many weapons, it's kind of important to keep track of which one you have on right now, at the moment.
Yeah, this isn't quite New Game Plus, but there's still a lot to keep track of.
So this stage, Iron Whale, is basically the underwater stage, meaning that I'll be falling more slowly, and I will be jumping a little bit higher, which can be concerning because they like to put spikes above jump planes. However, your burst is consistently the same height, which I will be using in some cases.
О, ну хоть хорошо под водой. Да, немного про передвижение под водой. Мы уже знаем то, что Plague Knight может бросаться под себя гранатами для буста. Но, собственно, в воде гравитация немного другая. Но хорошо хоть то, что она всегда в воде будет одинаковой, в отличие от воздуха.
A lot of problems that are solved with explosives, for sure, especially as this guy. Excuse me, sir.
A lot of problems that are caused by explosives, too.
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. Okay, and now we have a little bit of time while I'm going through this auto-scroller / mini-boss. Go ahead and read a donation.
Sure thing. We have $5 from Book, who says,
О,
let's go, Boo. Good luck on the run.
Рыба-мимик, наверное, так можно назвать ее.
Final Fantasy 14, and I was in a static with Book that cleared T not that long ago. By the way, play Final Fantasy 14. It's a really good game. Hell yeah, I hear runners happy in the crowd.
The award-winning Final Fantasy 14.
Беспалевная реклама Final Fantasy 14.
Mumu does not have a problem.
Focus on Shovel Knight, focus on Shovel
Игра есть игра.
Right, there was a sub-boss there.
All right.
Еще один бесполезный для нас предмет.
Actually, this is really funny. 1, 2. Cool.
Just skipped a whole room there.
Don't worry about it.
Worry about what?
So the throwing anchor is what I'm going to be trading in later for Plague Knight's kind of arguably best sub-weapon. It's called the Vat, and all it does, it doesn't do any damage. It puts a platform underneath me. You might imagine that that actually has quite a lot of applications with this character. It's on my emergency button.
How many emergency buttons do you have?
That's the only one I need, but God, it's useful. Okay, I'm fine.
В общем, как раз таки Раннер рассказывает про то, что он будет обменивать бросательный якорь на один из самых важных саб-оружий для Plague Knight'а в этой игре. И это оружие просто будет создавать под ним платформу. И она у него забинжена всегда на очень важную кнопку. Она одна, но она очень важная. Собственно, можно понять, почему.
Now the tonics also increase my temporary max HP. If I die, I'll get it. I'll lose that 10 HP.
Если так подумать, мы уже полигры прошли.
Thank you. Please. Thank you. Give me that.
Yeah, there's a carrot there. Oh, there's a neat little thing if you play this with the Japanese language rather than English, where carrots get replaced with turnips.
Yeah, there's a lot of subtle differences. Like, oh, I need this. This is fine.
Oh.
Give me this. Thank you. Let me out.
Oh, that smoke bomb is so useful. Probably one of those things you want in casual play.
Oh, for sure.
Do we have time for a very quick special announcement?
Absolutely.
We have just raised $800,000 for charity.
О, 800 тысяч баксов на
800,000, that's amazing.
для борьбы против
Give me those-
рака. Это довольно большая сумма, надо сказать, да.
Oh, I don't think too terribly much longer.
All right, so here's Treasure Knight. He likes to sit in the middle of the room. Good.
Yeah, Treasure Knight will always throw out the angle.
Ну, Treasure Knight, здесь он должен быть, наверное, одним из самых легких на самом-то деле боссов.
I'm trying to explain this, but it's too fast.
No time. We must keep going. So, now that we've cleared World 2, we have enough coins for the last major purchase for the run. This game could have been in the Mega Man block. This game could have been in the Ninja Gaiden-esque blocks. And I'm about to show that it also could have been in a Metroid block, because I'm about to turn into Samus. But first we get this really cute. By the way, the plot of this game is adorable. Plague Knight...
Раннер говорит то, что эта игра могла быть в абсолютно в любом блоке, даже в Metroid блоке, потому что мы сейчас станем Самус. Вопрос, а как это будет выглядеть?
Yeah, one of the other equipable things is that you can change the nature of your burst. And float burst is used a lot in casual play, but for the speedrun, we want to use spin burst, which turns the burst into basically the screw attack.
Yeah, I will be a flying projectile, which there is like a minor difference in terms of like the burst have a lingering hitbox, which is fine.
Грубо говоря, он, получается, одну из наших главных обилок сейчас поменяли на то, чтобы мы крутились, будто бы мы используем скрю-атаку. А это и вправду скрю-атака. О, как раз таки говоря о том самом оружии.
Okay.
I need to touch the ground. Thank you.
Be good.
I did hopefully get lots of warning to the sound team for my constantly peeking the mic.
Look, this is just very exciting.
Мне нравится, в чате ГДК уже раскручиваются люди.
So this was one of the sub-weapon stages. It's supposed to teach you how to use the sub-weapon. This one actually was specifically designed around the bat. You can clear it without, though, if you get one of the armors, which we'll get the armors later, but they're very out of the way. So I'll just make sure to pick them up at the end of the run. World 3, ahoy. More terrifying stages. These have far more bottomless pits, spikes,
Этот уровень.
way more damage to compensate for the amount of health that I'm picking up.
Я помню, я на своем прохождении в Shovel Knight потратил слишком много времени на этот уровень.
I'm trying my best, machine.
Yeah. Those enemies specifically. Those are hover minis. And they not only deal like some of the most damage of any enemy in the game, they will push you. They'll literally fly up to try and push you into spikes and stuff.
And their movement is completely random, cannot be manipulated at all.
Not even the task really did much more than like shout outs to Kille. God, I have to do this first. Oh no, I'm gonna be behind on cycles. Please, 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 please.
Да, я совсем забыл про этих вертокрыс, между прочим, еще.
But we really want to do this room because the Arcana that we're gonna get from this stage, the Staff of Striking, it costs like 9,000 points. We can't
О, нет.
afford it. Really?
Okay, fine. Everything's
There's been a lot happening.
Yeah, Mumu was trying to give a shout out to Kalai for making the task for all of the knights in the game.
They're so sick. You absolutely have to watch them. They show what mere mortals cannot do.
So coming up in the next room, we've got a mini boss, the Dinghy Dropper. Anything special about this boss?
For Spectre, this
Да,
is only
босс
gonna be
вертолет.
for this guy, I'm just going to be trying to do as much damage as possible. Nice, and then getting out of here.
Мы прошли думаю, быстро.
There's a good reason for that. Though. I will be, give me that. Breaking a lot more checkpoints and otherwise avoiding a ton more other ones. This is a fun room.
Yeah, so in this chest, we're going to get the Staff of Striking Arcana, which is the primary sub-weapon used in any percent, because it does just a simple little whap.
Me
but you can
snackety.
but you can chain together a whole lot of hits really quickly. The difference in DPS is striking.
Thanks, David.
Ну, пока что просто проходит уровень, как обычно.
You kept this secret the whole time.
Yeah, Mumu has no idea what I have in store.
I'm never ready for David. All right, so before I can actually relax for a little bit, I'm going to have to go through a room filled with 3 Jawas. There is a setup to get through the room fairly comfortably, but if anything goes wrong, it will go horribly wrong. And I have to break this checkpoint because they're starting to get really full of money.
Yeah. Bat.
Может быть, не стоило бы ломать тот чекпоинт.
Go ahead, read some donations.
Absolutely, and I have
Окей, здесь просто платформинг, насколько я помню, да.
$50 from username equals bounce who says, prepare for trouble and make it double. To protect the world from excavation, to unite all essence within one potion, to denounce the evils of truth and shovel, to extend our double jump to the stars above. Team Plague Knight burst off at the speed of light.
That is an amazing comment.
That is
Oh my god.
awesome.
Yeah, clap for that, absolutely.
Thank you so much. We also have $25 from Einstein, who says, it feels like a missed opportunity that the host wasn't renamed for this run to the King's Spade. And you know what? For charity, anything for you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking, oh, what I need to do today?
You're fine.
I have to go through a wind tunnel room, which you might have seen it like very briefly, but the Staff of Surging actually allows you to like ignore wind tunnel mechanics. I'm going to do this real quick. Fall down for a second and go. Go. Cool.
Nice. Speaking of Spade, I will mention that the Discord...
Так, вот эти комнаты с ветром, конечно.
Cool, I made it. And I
Вверх
get to
снова.
use No, for her, for sure, absolutely. Okay, please let me through. And now I get to fight Propeller Knight, which this is kind of a tricky fight. You have to make sure that the bombs hit the ground because he'll parry them.
Yeah, so he's going to do a couple of sets of lunges. At about 8 damage done, he will fly into the corner there, which we really want to see happen. And
Nice.
yeah.
О, это было. Ему наверняка повезло уже в этот раз. Там еще чуть-чуть и уже атаковали бы.
Because like I need to be smacking with the staff, don't burn out, switch to the bomb at the last second, and then chuck it at him. Big Boom actually deals a whole heart of damage if you hit with the exact center of it. It's not like super duper precise, but it's also very, very finicky. Big Boom is a well-programmed weapon.
I love Big Boom.
Do we have time for a quick pertinent donation?
Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
We have $20 from Explode Your Ear.
Yes!
There he is.
So glad to finally see a 100% run at GDQ, and it's Plague. Let's go. Also, if you die in the run, I will dual cast Res you. Wait, wrong game. Good luck on your run, Mumu. Glad to see David and Troy as well, and obviously...
Так, у нас снова битва с Черным Рыцарем.
Hell yeah.
Yeah! So Black Knight 2 is a lot like Black
Aw.
Knight 1, but it's a little bit easier for him to escape from the corner that
Профукал
you
лук.
have the staff of striking to do a little chain of staff bomb if you manage to get him back in the corner.
Yeah, I can no longer do the same stun lock that I did at the beginning of the game.
That's right.
He has less iframes, or he has less time that he's willing to give me to keep him stun locked.
And you've got the cluster powder.
Which that means I can do a better stun lock. If he cooperates, he obviously doesn't like to anyway. So unfortunately, because of the cutscene, Mona is not with us for a little bit. And even more unfortunately than that, I have to deal with Percy. For now, I have to deal with Phantom Striker. This is a tricky fight. David?
What
Oh.
happens during the Phantom Striker fight? We don't normally do this fight in any percent. The main thing I really know is that you
Phantom
have to do the fight
Striker.
without taking too
Okay.
much damage, so that he will give you the maximum amount of gold.
Dang. Okay, I would have ideally landed right next to him because he's about to drop 2,000 gold because he is so impressed with my honorable fighting. Now, you may think it a little bit unfair, but he actually considers the honor not taking too much damage because that's just poor play, but also not healing with tonics. If I heal with a tonic, he'll consider that dishonorable and he won't pay me any money.
None at all.
He'll give me like 10 pennies. All right, clockwork.
Забавно, если ты в этой драке, ты, если его убиваешь, тебе ничего не дается. Если ты его не добиваешь чуть-чуть, то он тебе даст денег. При этом, если ты за эту драку ты решишь выпить зелье, тебе ничего не дадут. Или, по крайней мере, дадут 50 золота, но это буквально ничего в этой игре.
So it will still be kind of a similar-ish fight, but a little bit more involved. I'm going to try and make sure I take damage going into this room, so I can kind of get through everything.
It's just so impressive to see all these bursts, jumps, damage boosts, staff of surging, that chain together.
Ой, вторая смерть.
I'm trying to compliment you.
I'm trying to maintain control of this character for most of the run.
He's very difficult to control. You can't control him.
Okay, so unfortunately, I have to get that money back. If something.
Да, так как это категория 100%, ему придется подобрать все то золото, что он растерял.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Let's clap for that.
Все нормально, все нормально.
In an absolute emergency, I would have to restart the stage because I have 19,000 gold. I'll drop a quarter of that, and if I die again before I get it, I just don't get any of it back.
Yeah, money routing is tight. You can't really afford to lose 3,000 gold.
No, that would be super bad. There are ways to make up for it, but they're very time-consuming. Oh God! Okay, I'm fine. I have my jump. I have my jump.
Зачем так было торопиться?
If I use my staff, I'm probably going to die. It was a very dire situation.
And luckily those bags landed in an easy to grab way. So.
Интересно, с его слов, если бы он снова использовал тот Шорью Стафф, он бы все равно умер.
Excellent. We have $25 from Zenith Bemusement, who says, as above, so below. Let's alchemize a solution to cancer.
Very nice. Starting to get the 14 donations.
I see people are being inspired by David.
Yoshi is always on that grind. He just enlisted me. All right, so now I can actually get the Fleet Flask. This is actually a pretty cool sub-weapon. Also known as, I will be very anxious whenever I have to use it, but what this does is it allows me to move as fast as burst speed, but without actually having to do all the bursting and jumping around. That's great for low ceiling areas, but it's also harder to control, if you can believe it. If I run into a wall while I'm doing that, I actually bonk. Please, I need this coin, these daggers, please stop it. Thank you.
Those daggers are random.
Okay, kind of relax a little bit. And we'll have opportunity for another quick donation as I do the, there's a huge segment where I'm going to be jumping over a big pit full of spikes. Go for it.
Absolutely. I have $5 from Iri, who says, good luck on the run, Mumu. Keep cheating death like always.
Try. Okay.
We have $250 from Anonymous, who says, got to donate during the Shovel Knight run.
Okay.
Вау! Что это было сейчас Качева?
Has that ever happened before?
No, not that.
He said the thing.
Said the thing.
Said the thing?
He said the thing.
All right, what's happening in these side rooms in Tinker Knight's stage?
Getting more delightful green coins and another very tricky damage boost. Come on.
Cool. That was excellent.
А он, по крайней мере, он собрал свой прейс. Снова идет по задуманной. Автоскроллер пошел.
I will be trying to position myself to deal stab hits on him, and then for phase 2, I'm going to be actually jumping up really early because Plague Knight is just super good at like gaining height that we can actually basically attack him from the very start. I don't really have a whole lot else to worry about at the moment, so go ahead and take over again.
Absolutely. I have $25 from Sari, who says, love Shovel.
Ну, в этой секции ему особо нечего бояться. Врагов тут будет по минимуму.
For chivalry.
For chivalry.
For chivalry.
And for alchemy at the moment.
We have $10 from Tulip, who says, digging up a donation for the Shovel Knight run.
Start with a double jump, get over the
Ага, время босса. У этого босса две фазы.
Smack.
И это только первая фаза.
Oh my god, the floor broke.
What?
That never happened.
Yeah, and then we got Tinker Knight in his huge tank. Usually, right after the second frame of appearing in, you can jump up, start staffing him, throw your grenade at him, just burst up, and then we'll just finish him
И это все.
there. Easy fight.
Просто запрыгнули ему в кабину, накидали туда зелий.
Really horrifying stuff.
Oh no, you're doing the Fleet Flask stage.
Not quite yet, but
Дело
I'm
сделано.
going to Polar Knight stage, which I will do a little bit of. Fleet
Дело
Flask.
сделано.
So Polar Knight's to Plague Knight's slipperiness with ice and more spikes everywhere.
It's not something I usually notice bursting through most of the stage.
I don't get that luxury because I have to go and collect all the things. The green coins kind of turn every stage into an obstacle course.
Остался последний уровень у нас.
Every single one of them, you can't miss them.
Nope.
Последний имеется в виду для анлока следующей стадии.
Interesting because in low percent you have to dodge every single one
Yes,
of them.
and there are a lot of them.
Right.
Lot,
Cool.
lot of good boys here.
Lots of dogs. Awoo.
Unfortunately, you cannot pet the dog in Plague of Shadows.
Okay.
These next couple of rooms are scary because we've got.
К сожалению, нам говорят о самую важную вещь об этой игре. Ты в этом DLC не можешь погладить собаку. Но мы играем за злодея.
So, which is going to make the room after this one especially frightening, because the platforms here, they're on a tight cycle. You got to go in here, grab the war horn, and then smoke bomb, and hope you can make it. We made it. Let's clap for that.
Nice.
Okay.
That room is so scary, and I have seen it go so wrong in practice.
Fine.
Right, then we've got another, this is not so much a scary room, but we're going to be fleet flasking here, controlling very... Bonk!
Ой-ой-ой.
Okay, it could go
A
worse.
super hard room.
I'll
to,
take
like,
that.
pass through. Okay.
The main mechanic of this stage for Shovel Knight is those bird
The barfing
platforms.
statues. I love them.
Yeah, but Plague cannot move them, so he has to use his primary movement to get through these.
Yeah, they're
through
still
this stage.
here. It is kind of like a cruise
Да,
ship.
вот
It's
эти вот
like,
платформы как раз таки ледяные, которые, как его, изливают радужный путь нам. Собственно, Plague Knight не может их использовать. И у него нет лопаты. Двигать не получится. Соответственно, он просто будет передвигаться распышками в этом уровне.
Did we mention Fleet Flask yet?
Yes, because I will be using that aggressively in the next stage.
Yeah.
Fine. I turned around on purpose. I was like, I'm gonna get hit.
Oh, we got a neat little strat coming up here because
Follow
we're
your nose.
normally supposed to go above a room.
Might take me more than one try.
It might take more than one try. This is a very difficult trick, but we're gonna burst under here, vat there.
Почти получилось.
It's worth
We
showing
very
off.
rarely get this first try. And we got it. Let's clap.
There it is.
О, хорош. В общем, что он там сделал? Ему нужно было дэмэдж-бустнуться так, чтобы поставить вовремя пробирку, на которую он должен будет встать, пока он еще не уязвимый после получения урона. И пропрыгнуть как раз-таки в ту сторону, чтобы получить доступ к комнате с песней.
Alright.
Или с нотами, как хотите называйте.
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
Why are you guys worried?
It's Plague Knight.
No reason.
I'm always worried.
No, there's no reason.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
А мы дошли до бусса.
All right, so Polar Knight is going to charge across the stage the second you do damage to him. If you do enough damage to him, he'll charge across the stage again. We're going to lure him across the center of the stage, use the Staff of Striking as he charges.
Keeping up the tradition of me pausing on Polar Knight's kill. That was totally an accident. Anyway. So, now that we have, what are we doing, by the way, with these orbs? I never even mentioned that. We're collecting the essence to make that potion. The heroic, stalwart essence of all of these knights. We're gonna make Pepsi Max.
I thought we were making Pepto-Bismol.
Мы собираем души павших рыцарей для того, чтобы сделать Pepsi Max.
So we do have time for a donation.
Absolutely. And I have $20 from Rico DLC, who says, I love Big Boom! So happy to see Plague and GDQ. Good luck, Mumu. Try not to scream too much. Shout out to the rest of the Spade Brigade.
Absolutely no promises about the last. All right. So this is a stage that I've been practicing pretty much more than any other thing that I've needed to practice for this run. There are some very tight cycles. Now, the intended thing is just pass through one of these Crusher segments at a time, you know?
Осталось немножко.
I gotta go fast.
Yeah, this stage is supposed to teach you how to use the Fleet Flask. But with proper use of bursting, it's possible to get through some of these sections without using the Fleet Flask.
Come on, makes it.
Go, 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 go.
You're making it, you're making it.
Okay,
Oh, that is amazing.
No way.
good. Now only one more thing to be slightly terrified of.
Please don't tell me you're gonna swag on the spike wall.
I would never, David. How could you possibly expect me to swag on the spike? Oh yeah, I should go. You have so much time. I definitely won't try and waste time, right? There,
There
that's a little bit more.
Like wall.
What if people didn't believe me?
Is it really a speed run without any swag?
So my first time.
Что же, Раннер решил выпендриться, но он ну, у него это получилось, по крайней мере.
And it took me a while. I kept bonking into walls and stuff. So by the time I actually managed to get my Fleet Flask going, it was pixels behind me, and I was screaming throughout the rest of that stage. Okay, so now we have the tower stages.
Yeah, in the background you can see the Enchantress's Reign of Terror, known Slayer of Bit Rates.
Yeah.
Собственно, мы уже на последних уровнях этой игры. И, надо сказать, последние уровни этой игры — это солянка из всех уровней этой игры.
Yes.
Так что мы тут увидим механики буквально с каждого уровня. Даже враги из каждого уровня.
Hey, you know what? I just moved through this room the exact same way. I did what I was supposed to. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be breaking every checkpoint. Hooray!
Oh, sure. When Oddbot breaks that checkpoint, you get angry at him, but then you break it.
That's different.
The difference is you need the money. And
I need the money. Oh god, I gotta hurry. Yes.
Так, интересно, а мы все еще на что-то собираем деньги? Честно, во что?
Very good at this game.
I
As I would
believe
have you all believe.
I believe you, but also I don't need to get any exercise today because my heart rate is up.
А,
And we broke it.
Ну что ж.
Okay.
My hubris.
Yeah, your doing was your own hubris.
So
Yes, that was on purpose.
Ну, как бы его предупреждали, он это сделал.
Yeah, probably some donations while we get back to our...
Не, до тех пор, пока он просто соберет эти мешки, все будет нормально. И не умрет еще снова. Если ему придется снова, да, может бухнуться.
We also have $10 from Pogo Fish, who says, "Yo, is that
Pogo
the Mumu Akai?"
that is the Pogo Fish.
As a longtime watcher of
Торопится
Mumu,
сильно.
I'm always super happy to see you in the marathon. Save the Knights?
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Save the Knights, yes. So, kind of funny. I kind of have to save the Knights. Please hurry. I don't have a choice this time, because that's Shovel Knight's choice. They definitely made it so that Shovel Knight behaves like a player, because he'll also teabag me. Come on.
Интересно, попросили спасти рыцарей.
Yeah,
Okay,
these couple of rooms have so many enemies in them that it's really hard to just find a path to get through it. And you take the lower path, of course you do.
There's money down there.
Yeah.
I'm still breaking all the checkpoints.
Of course.
Well, we do need the money.
I didn't
Yeah.
need that. I need to get
No, there's reasons. I
that.
know.
Thank you. But yeah, I do need a ton of money. So it's kind of like not even I'm not doing it for swag. I'm doing that because I actually just need to.
Yeah, you said you needed 42,000 at the end of the run?
Yes, twice, because I'm going to do some shopping in between. So I'll have that number pretty much by the end of the stage. Ow.
Yeah, we got a couple of dark rooms coming up. This one is okay, but the next one is going to have a hover meanie, and so that gets scary.
Give me this.
I believe you're going to bait it out.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just destroy it.
You don't even mess with it.
Don't
You can
mess
tell
with
which platform is solid by which one the rain is hitting.
it. All right, so we've got
It's
the
mostly
black.
no platforms.
Yeah.
Здесь очень страшный момент того, то, что мы не знаем то, что где настоящие платформы, только по дождю. Если дождь не падал на платформу, то это фейк. И это, по-моему, последняя борьба с темным рыцарем.
I've never seen that before. I didn't know you could do that.
Now you can definitely skip that just like Shovel, but it's a lot trickier because you don't actually get to like stay on top of Black Knight the whole time. All right, so now we have Tower 2, kind of the last like super horrifying stage, because I'll have to be breaking a lot of the checkpoints again.
Yeah, so not only does Tower 2 have some very difficult rooms with spikes, bottomless pits, hover meanies, we also have the boss.
Ну и, собственно, сам последний уровень. Как и ожидается, это самый сложный уровень в игре. Здесь буквально каждое препятствие, которое вы можете придумать, скорее всего, тут есть.
It'll be the boss rush checkpoint.
It'll be the boss rush. Because as scary as the hover meanies are, boss rush is even scarier.
I hate this room. Let me out.
I will mention I see Yacht Club Games in the chat.
Whoa!
Hello.
Oh no.
О, это не есть хорошо.
I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going
Yeah.
to restart.
Probably a good plan.
So there's a reason why the estimate's that high. My time is, my PB is, right, remember to do the thing. Like a 111, the estimate's at 125. With good reason. So hopefully it won't go that high. But I think I should still beat it by a fair amount.
Интересно, нам сообщили только что, то, что настоящий стимейт на этот ран это минута 25. Несмотря на то, что у нас заявлено минута 10. Что ж, похоже, этот уровень действительно есть причина. Если уж раннер вообще даже не стал рестартать. Он буквально перезагрузил игру.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Plague Knight is so fun to control and so chaotic.
Okay, cool. I did the thing. I'm gonna break this checkpoint.
Right, so this next room coming up is the really scary one because we've got lava, we got bottomless pits, we have all of these green coins that we have to collect, and then normally in any percent we'd take the upper path and not deal with these hover meanies, but they're going to be in the way.
Whoa! I'm fine.
That works.
Everything's fine.
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Excuse me, sir, I don't want any.
I love Big Boom. Oh, that one was close.
Okay. That's the last checkpoint I have to break. I just have to make it through the auto-scroller.
Так, последний чекпоинт.
Can sometimes be scary. Ladder Knight is
Oh, I took my
sometimes
time with it, for sure.
taking your time. Okay, good, good. Yeah.
Okay, so throughout this auto-scroller, there's a couple more things that I have to collect. I'm also going to be trying to farm the enemies for gold if I can. I don't just get to ignore them. I do want the money from them. And then I also need to make sure that my health is, it's right where it needs to be, so I really don't want to take any more damage than that. I have to do the boss rush, which has Shovel Knight at the end of it, and we'll be trying to do the same stun lock on him, which requires the same low HP setup.
Не, опять-таки, раннер говорит, они заявляют, конечно же, на то, что мы видим, минута 10, так? Но минута 25, он говорит, это самый максимум. И на это есть причина. Во-первых, мало того, что компания за Plague Knight тяжелее, и не только из-за мувмента, но и из-за того, как компания вообще собрана, нам опять-таки придется покупать все предметы, чтобы получить 100%. И учитывая все эти неизвестные, нам придется как-то маневрировать. Босс раш. Oh.
The enemies all come up in random order, with the only exception being Polar Knight, who must be one of the first 3.
And also, Shovel Knight will always be last.
Shovel Knight will always be last.
So yeah, we do have a little bit more weaponry going up against Spectre Knight, and we'll use the Staff of Strike.
А пока босс-раш идет, я напомню, у него осталось 3 полные жизни, и он разбил все чекпоинты.
Mole Knight second. Yeah, we got Staff of Striking for Mole Knight now, so we'll just hit him as he passes through. Get to the right side this time rather than the left side. Gotta watch that power meter because we don't want to run out. Otherwise, you gotta wait for the whole thing to charge back up before you can use it again.
And yes, there is health refills after every boss, but we won't be using them because we want to be at the right amount of health for Shovel Knight.
Which means, unfortunately, they're more like other hazards for me.
Yeah, we don't want to get the chicken.
We do, however, want the tonic.
Yes. That was semi-intentional. I don't like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we ended up in a bad position for Tinker Knight, but made it up nicely. Unlike in the regular fight, Tinker Knight will be vulnerable instantly when he goes into his second phase.
Let me up.
So we'll be able to just go right up here and then just start damaging away. Jump up here, throw out the cluster, finish him off.
Okay. My health is still looking good. I still haven't run out of power. Please don't be Propeller Knight.
Ай.
Yeah, Propeller Knight.
Только Ран рассказала, пожалуйста, пусть только не Пропеллер Найт, и это Пропеллер Найт.
But that's not going to happen in this fight. So
No!
instead,
No!
Oh, we got the help.
Like Propeller.
That's going to make Shovel Knight a little bit annoying.
A lot annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to make matters even worse, King Knight is looking like one of our last 2 knights, and King Knight is not somebody that you want to try to damage yourself down on. Treasure Knight, however, is.
I don't really have any tonics either, so like if I did lower my health at this point, it would be kind of really rough. Nope. No.
Could be doable.
Depends on who's left. And like, Treasure would be the one if I really wanted to do that. I guess this will be a good example of what the Shovel Knight fight is like. If you have to fight him the au naturel way. First, I never miss an opportunity to bully King Knight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't like getting King Knight right before Shovel because it's like. You gotta watch for King's confetti attack, and you have to kill him before he uses it, so...
So normally the way you would set this up is you have Shovel Knight jump money. Do that, and just get him in a corner. That's fine if he already doesn't want to play nice.
Unfortunately, there's no real way to skip I-Core.
So now I just have to, every time he does the I-Core, block it, I just can't do anything.
Yeah.
Kind of hope to pick up the fight where I left off.
It's kind of hard to manipulate a boss when we can't hit him.
Please, give up, Shovel Knight.
Oh, that was an amazing unplanned Shovel Knight.
Mostly kept under control. Well, he's a cheater.
А. Он и здесь не умирает. Ну что ж.
And yeah, Shovel Knight definitely will not be saving the knights.
Oh, that's rude.
He's got things to do too. Fine. I'll find my own way out. So, next I'll be doing the cleanup segment of the run. I'm going to start backtracking and doing all the stages that I haven't been doing, which includes a couple of the side stages, some boss fights. Yes.
Так, ну остался последний босс у нас.
So, this is a place where I get to fight the guards. Now, the guards are one of the worst.
Так, я так понял, в зале славы мы не приветствуемся, мы же как-никак злодей.
If you use the base bombs, but because I'm using cluster and spin burst, there's going to be a lot of dodging from them. So be very meticulous about where I do my attacks from.
Так, здесь надо быть очень аккуратно по причине того, что мы здесь используем и спин атак, то есть как раз таки скрю атака подобную штуку. И при этом мы также используем модификатор кластерной бомбы на свои атаки. Ну, да, мы просто, получается, здесь добиваем тогда охрану и просто собираем плюхи. Опять-таки нам нужны деньги.
Oh, but that guard movement, they just flipping all over the place.
It does make it very tricky to fight them. I can't believe neither of you two is like, whoa, what are you doing, buddy? You're missing the green coins.
Whoa,
Don't
what are
you
you
Buddy,
doing,
you're
buddy?
missing the green coins.
Okay, but you could have put a little more character into it than that.
I can do it for you if you want.
Рано спрашиваю, ты разве ты не пропускаешь зеленые монеты?
And that music sheet. And discard, apparently. Excuse me, sir. The worst enemies. So you actually have to do this place twice. Excuse me, sir?
Да, я так понял, это вообще этот уровень не особо влияет на финальный результат, его главное пройти один раз.
Cool.
There we go.
Oh no, I missed some of the coins. Okay, so I have to do this place twice. But the reason why I have to do that, I'm just going to keep holding that over everyone. The first time you do it, you can get some of the coins, you can get some of the stuff done, but you get one music sheet for doing it the first time, and then one for doing it a second time.
Что ж, на самом-то деле нас немного обманули. Нам придется делать это место дважды по причине того, что за один ран, не ран даже, а за один проход этого уровня мы можем получить только одни ноты. Поэтому, чтобы получить обе страницы, нам надо пройти этот уровень дважды. Для тех, кто не знает, интересный факт про именно этот уровень. Все портреты, где мы видим, это все, хотел сказать, Patreon-бейкеры. Это все бейкеры на Кикстартере, которые помогли собрать весь фонд на то, чтобы сделать игру. Анекдоты.
David, please.
There it is, there it is.
David warned us how bad he would get, but none of us are ready.
Look, I warned you repeatedly, and you said no.
I said
want
let me
this.
have it.
I also said that.
Forgive me, I'm gonna just laugh myself
There we go.
here now.
Something else to note for this stage, some of you may know that on the right side, there's a secret little side room that you can go to, and I believe that's where the Kratos fight is. Yeah Club did quite a lot for this game.
Да, еще один известный факт. В зависимости, о какой платформе вы играете, если вы в этом зале пройдете в секретную руму на правой части этого уровня, того уровня, точнее, у вас будет там особый файт. Если вы на PlayStation платформе, вы будете бороться против Кратоса, на Xbox вы будете бороться против боевых жаб, у Nintendo там какие-то свои махинации с Amiibo. Мы снова деремся против охраны здесь. Каламбуры, я не буду каламбуры озвучивать. Я не хочу коверкать язык, чтобы только сделать хуже.
That was a brief instance of Big Boom being not so well programmed. If you do damage with Big Boom too quickly, it actually won't register the second hit right away. So you do kind of have to space them out. Hooray, I made it.
Hooray!
Hooray! Shout out to the Bluey Run. The armor outpost is mine. And with it, I will be suffering a little bit more. My minions are going to be all over the place. I don't want to talk to any of them. And I have to fight...
Собственно, зачем мы, собственно, дрались с охраной? Таким образом, мы как бы захватили город. И теперь... Что ж, теперь весь этот уровень, который раньше для нас был торговой точкой и местом отдыха, что ж, теперь это еще один секретный уровень.
Oh my god, I'll never look at him the same way again.
Wait, I actually did think that this whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's his coat. Okay, so I'm buying a couple more things. That was a huge Sonic bag. Here are the other sub weapons that I didn't get. I didn't even talk about the ones that I'm not getting from the. Ooh, nice. From Stranded Ship, Berserker's Brew, which has like a very niche use that I'll talk about later in the run. I'm getting this.
Я
cursed
прошу
object,
прощения,
I don't
но
wanna think
погоди.
about it. I don't. Hi, Baz. I don't want to think about him either. Baz is optional. He'll give you a music sheet that I already got from Reese. He can actually really just troll me for the rest of the run. Because he might block me. And it is faster not to fight him unless if he blocks me like 500 times.
Also, how many movements he does on the map.
Yeah. So this is the forest of fishing, not phasing. This is probably the last like horrifying stage of the run. It's teaching me how to use the bait bomb. Fine, okay.
You're fine. Everything's fine.
Cool. There's a wide range of emotions I just went through. It was like, I'm fine, I'm not fine, I'm fine. I'm not fine, I'm fine.
But that's normal.
I'll let you know when I've decided what I am.
While we're going through the final horrifying stage, can I read a donation that may apply?
Yes!
I have very, very specific instructions. Whoa!
Okay, I'm fine.
Who was that from?
Apologies, I cleared it out before because I was too invested in the bit. We will get that back.
Much
It
appreciated.
was a very good bit.
Let me out! Okay. Ooh, I have enough money. I've been paying attention. Okay, do this. Good.
Yeah, you're way over the money amount.
Good. Cool, and then I just grab this music sheet, and then I'm out.
Mint condition.
That is all 420 green coins. Nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have confirmation immediately that you got it.
Yeah, normally I might have a little bit of a panic, especially as I come right here, because this is where I would find out if I did that or not. So we get a little celebration. Another cursed object. The Pandemonium Chalice. So later on, I'll be turning this in for a upgrade that I will hopefully not be subjected to. But first, a word with Percy, a long word with Percy. I'll be purchasing everything
Оп,
else.
я вернулся.
So much. I buy all the things.
Так, да, и мы наконец-таки дошли как раз-таки до того, чего собирались все эти деньжата. Мы покупаем все подряд.
Arguably useful. Lob will allow you to throw your bombs upwards. I have accidentally bought it before and been very sad. But while I'm shopping, please, alongside the money spending, the money donationing.
Absolutely. We have $50 from Granuale, who says, loving the commentary on this Shovel Knight run, forgot how fun this game was. Thanks for keeping everyone warm and cozy.
Да, как я и говорил, все-таки повысили estimate.
Less than 3.
Absolutely. Right. And then now I'm going to turn in all of the music sheets to Percy. So that
А, по-моему, не, для этого, как его, для Poignite это не имеет значения.
Poor Maestro. Okay, so this is the Troupelpon. Long may his stem grow.
He's part.
Так, а зачем мы, кстати говоря, пришли к трапу?
It's a core part of his identity.
Enjoy the dance.
Gotcha.
Enjoy this dance. This is an absolute work of art. Shout outs to Sandy and Waz.
А, все-таки я понял, это под конец просто ставили.
We have them to thank for this. And shout outs to Jake Kaufman for this amazing soundtrack. Shout outs to all of Yacht Club. I was kind of sad that like the run was like at this hour, not specifically because I don't mind being up at this hour, but it's 4 a.m. for
Я
Yacht
забыл,
Club.
как переводится
And some of them are in
траут.
chat
Ну-ка.
right now, and I'm just like, oh god, I hope that you guys got enough sleep.
The Yacht Club is in chat. I have been reading some of the stuff. It is a collar for Mr. Hat. They've confirmed that.
Okay, good. If there are some really cursed confirmations we've had a couple times. Do we know what Shovel Knight is under the helm?
Sorry?
Do we know what Shovel Knight is under the helm?
I'm not sure.
Might be a fish. Lots of denial, but it might be a fish.
I'm guessing a cat.
Anyway,
Nobody knows.
that's how it's done. Okay, so now I get to buy some armors. One of the first things that I get next is the Pandemonium Chalice. This will randomly change my bomb layout and change my color. I need to menu very quickly because I don't want that to actually happen. My color will actually just keep changing. And my
здесь
bomb
мы
will
меняем
not
нашу
change,
броню.
so I'll
Окей.
have to menu it back, which is kind of cursed. All of these armors, they're very cute. None of them are particularly useful, so I actually go with the fabulous, nice gold armor.
Maxed out.
Yacht Club said, no, we don't. There is no proof.
There is no proof. They will deny it all this.
Oh, Baz is being nice today.
Oh, wow! Shoutouts to Baz actually getting out of the way.
Так, я посмотрел, все-таки Траут это у нас форель.
Donation that was told me to read as if you were falling in a pit was from Flying Toaster Zero and was for $10.
Thank you so much. All right, so I'm actually going to use the Berserker's Brew because it allows me to super armor through everything. That's why it's not exclusively useful, but now I can dance.
Dance that Plague is
мы танцуем?
practicing to dance with Mona. It's very cute.
A fun little thing is that you can use that dance most anywhere, but if you actually try to do it in front of Mona, he'll be too shy to do it.
Yes.
It's very cute. Shoutouts to Tolu, by the way, who was the madman mad enough to get what record for every category of Plague Knight, similar to how I did that for Spectre Knight. Moo screams are quite a thing. Tolu screams are also a magnificent thing. That was a rube. Anyway, we're almost done. I've basically gotten
Да, ну,
everything.
да, у нас спринт в последнюю комнату.
Wow, I feel super relieved, except this is a horrifying boss. So here's the Enchantress. I have to try and not die.
Yeah, we're basically gonna hit her with a flask, take a damage boost left, hit her with another flask, hit her with the staff a few times, and then she's gonna go into her diving phase. And we want to do as much damage during that diving phase as possible. We'll go down there to stab her under the stage.
I didn't like that.
Да, было быстро.
Yeah, I normally want to
Забить Энчантрес так быстро, довольно быстро. Я сказал. Интересная вещь, конечно, сейчас сказал.
So long as I have enough staff to deal with her, it's not a big issue. But the longer she's down there, the more likely she can do terrible things to me. All right, so the next fight's actually one of the harder fights in the game. I'll actually have to be fighting Plague Knight as Plague Knight, which is kind of ridiculous to think about. Hello? That's very strange. Oh, I think my controller came up.
Oh no!
Wait,
Oh,
the
no.
wire's right there.
Oh, the wire. Oh,
What is happening to your controller?
Wait.
oh, right. I'm playing wireless. I
У нас Хидео Коджима момент, у нас контроллер не работает.
No, no,
You're good? You're
no,
good?
I'm good.
No, we're
I'm
fine.
good.
We're fine.
All right, the boss
That's
fight.
a nice controller you have there, eh, Luigi?
So this is a fun little Easter egg that Yacht Club put in.
Yeah, we call this the Luigi kill.
Wins by doing absolutely nothing.
It's a very funny Easter egg. It is actually faster to do the fight the regular way, but come on, who's going to miss an opportunity to do that? So, time ends on the last hit of this fight. This is the Plague of Shadows. I have to attack the open beak.
Whoa, okay.
The weak spot by getting the cauldron. Ow.
Yeah, the cauldron will take 7 hits or so before it.
Ну что ж, как, собственно, из названия игры, мы сейчас боремся с... как чумой тень? Чумной тенью?
Time.
Мне больше нравится чумная тень.
There's no split there.
And I hold down so people can see a little bit of that. But yeah,
Нам не нужна такая сила, мы ее просто бросаем и...
to verify very quickly by going through the credits
Оп.
and see the
Собственно, время у нас 16, минута, час 16, час 16 секунд.
What could you have missed?
Фух, я на этот день уже накомментировался.
Music sheet?
О, чумовая тень, мне нравится.
would be like the only thing I could possibly miss. Shout out to Brett Pan. Old record holder right there. For any percent.
And
We're
100%.
good.
Verified.
Все. У нас есть confirm.
Okay, I feel much better. Now
Прохождение на 100%.
The run. Thank you so much for having me at GDQ. Thank you so much to my lovely co-commentators. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me, guys.
Помощница предала? Нет.
Shout out to all the staff.
Как мы видим, нет?
Super hard on keeping this event running. I'm Mumu Akai. I don't stream all that often, not just because I've been super obsessed with Final Fantasy 14. I've actually been I'm in a much better spot right now. I actually switched careers, so I'm super comfortable financially. And I'm going to
Собственно, the end.
From GDQ. So I'm really excited and happy to be doing that. Thank you all for having me.